Hello, thank you, Yatusham. Thank you, everybody who have joined this panel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm happy to talk about this issue, and I'm thankful uh, for the organizers to consider me to speak on this issue. Before we go on to discuss how we will judge Mujib, it is first question to guide. Who am I to uh, suggest? Everybody, by their action, by the memory they create in human, they have touched, by their legacy, they decide how they will be judged. It's not 15, 10, 20, 30, 40 people sitting here who will decide how he will be judged. That is the first point I would like to make. Having said that, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman has probably his life can be described in three segments. First segment, he was a loyal foot soldier, a very effective, hardworking organizer of Army Muslim League that led to later Army League, a very faithful and very loyal disciple of Hussein Shuid Sohrawardi, the leader of Army Muslim League, or Muslim at that time, of the Muslims of East Bengal. He was a very loyal disciple. And at that point, at some point, Army Muslim League became Army League, led by Shahid Ali, Maulana Bashani, and Sheikh Mujib Rahman has been one of the top organizers of the party. And eventually, he naturally, by his own leadership instinct and skill, became the party's leader. That is before 1971, during the time of Ayub Khan, Pakistan military rule. And he was one of the instrumental forces, the sort of movement that can be semi-autonomous, a demand for some autonomy of the East Bengal, more of a political autonomy, and raise the issue of economic discrimination on this side. And, and that specific movement made him the undisputed leader of the people of East Pakistan at that point. So 1969 movement that toppled Ayub Khan, that also raised Mujib to a new sphere, and the next 1.5 years kind of saw a spontaneous transition, metamorphosis of that 6-point movement, Ayub toppling movement, into more of a militant self-determination, self-governance movement for people of East Pakistan, and that led to 1971, 25th March, and the Pakistani military cracked down on secession activities. Pakistani military cracked down to restore law and order, where a lot of racial violence have been going on between Bengalis and Biharis, and on both sides, more on Bihari side, has been massacred during the days preceding 25th of March. 25th of March, 26th of March, 27th of March, the political leadership went into hiding in India, and suddenly, unexpectedly, and unprecedentedly came on a en masse a rebellion in the respected, very respected Pakistan military forces. This is unprecedented.
I'm on a webinar. Oh, sorry, hold on.
This is a unprecedented event that a military top brass can rebel in such a massive manner. We have seen civil war in Syria, civil war in other countries. The military followed the ruler, but in Pakistan they did not. So I think that military rebellion had a significant catalytic role that eventually led to our independence with the help of India's help of Bangladeshi people, West Bengal people, Bengali helping Bengalis, with the West Bengal, India's anger on Hindu genocide in Bangladesh. At the same time, India's strategic interest in breaking Pakistan. So after 1971, when Mujib came back from Pakistani imprisonment, that starts Mujib's third phase as a ruler Mujib. There are many things he did in his short tenure as a ruler, but the way in the year he was killed in 1975, he declared himself president for life. He made himself president from prime minister. He disbanded all political parties except his one political party and forced everyone to join the party. He disbanded all non-government owned newspapers. So that was a sort of fascism. That was, we call Bakshal, that is a kind of fascism, that you have only one party, you have one president that is president for life. There is no way to remove the president. He don't keep any way to remove himself from power, to express discontent. That is his last act, a fascistic act. And he was killed as a result of that act. And he was killed very brutally. It was brutal killing of whole family. There are very few instances in the world history where the whole family has been killed in this way. I think we can relate to the Tsar Nicholas II of Russia. The Bolsheviks killed the whole family. And there are not too many other instances of the whole family being massacred. Now, we have three parts. We have Army, Muslim League, Shohat, this right-hand man, discipline. We have a leader of self-autonomy movement who has been propelled to power with the help of an unprecedented act of the military officers. Now a ruler in a post-independence country who goes on the fascistic side. Why he became fascist? Why he ruled one-party rule? There can be many explanations. It was geopolitical stuff. He was maybe siding towards on the communist side, one-party side, or it was the restlessness, post-independence restlessness that we are seeing in Bangladesh now. Everybody is demanding their stuff. It's become uncontrollable, whether that forced him or not. that can be thing. But despite everything what he did in the last 3.5 years, as at the lowest point of the political party he belonged to, the political side he belongs to, at least 20-25% people always supported him. If you look at 1978 election, 1979 election, 1981 election, you will see that was the lowest point of Amelie. Mujib has been killed, even in his death was not marked by one people, that was the jubilation of his death. But still, 20-25% people supported him. So even if we objectively call him fascist in his last phase of his life, 1/4 of the country stood behind him. So that is the matter of further discussion. How do we judge a person, even his fascistic activities are not his own, that is co-owned by 25% of the country? So I'll stop at that point. I'll let Ehtisham continue the discussion.